come live? Is that what it's telling you?
Yep.
Hello, everyone. I see everyone's starting to join now. How's everyone doing tonight? Hello, Kenda. Hello. How's everyone doing? Hello, Jess, Holly, K8EPT. Hello, Smiley Sally. Hi. Oh, lovely Carrie. Hi. Oh, y'all are so sweet. So it looks like some of y'all have been on my live before, and it's funny. Well, I have more babies. Bree. Okay. Get me right to work, aren't you? No hello. Okay. Will Bree have more babies? I'm feeling that you absolutely will have more babies. I'm feeling very positive about that. Hello. So looks like some of you already know the drill. If you've ever seen me live before, you just put the name of the person you want read in the comments. If you ever come to me for a one-on-one reading, I do not ask you the name of it. Lives, though, you have to be quick. There's energy attached to names, and so that's the reason I ask. And it's funny, I should mention that because I haven't mentioned it a whole lot. I'll probably start kicking off the advertisement next week. I do have a podcast. I just started a few weeks ago. I'm dropping episodes every other week. It's Christy Godwin and Friends, Spiritual Talk with Christy Godwin and Friends. And so the next person I'm interviewing is the person that taught me to do soul plans. Very knowledgeable. It's based on the energetic vibration of your name. So, all right. So let's get back to it. I'll pick one of the first ones that came in just because. Let me scroll back to the top. Justina Bennett. That's the first one who popped in. Justina Bennett wants her sister Jess. Tina Bennett. So I'm assuming your sister's name is Jess. Okay. Y'all will hear me say this throughout my readings. Sometimes when I call a spirit, I'll get the energy that I don't feel completely matches who I'm trying to call. So I ask you to verify. I bring through evidential information. I ask you to verify. I don't know that this is Jess, your sister, because I don't think that you're looking for someone young. And the person I feel stepping up is about 12. It's a young lady. And she died in an accident. I'm feeling she was outside. I'm feeling hit by a car, something like that. So I'm not sure if this is your sister. I'm feeling someone who was 11 or 12. If you can confirm or deny, that would be great. I'm feeling she died in an accident. This child loved to play outside. She had a good balance between outside and inside, but she was kind of a tomboy. She liked to be outside. I'm seeing her like to be outside in the sun. So, Miss Justina, can you confirm or deny? Was your sister in a... oh, thank you. I work hard on my energy, so I appreciate you saying that. I really do. I work really hard on my energy. Okay, Justina. Has she said anything?
I'm looking.
Miss Justina? All right, so I wasn't sure if this was your sister, the person I have pulled up here.
No, she was in a car accident at 1.
At 1?
That's what it says, at 1. I assume that means 1 year old.
Okay, so Justina, I want to confirm, because the person I have here is around 11 or 12, and she was in an accident. But was your sister 1? Because if your sister was 1, this is not who we have here. This person is like 11 or 12, and she was in an accident. So I just want to make sure. Can you type it in really fast?
Yes, ma'am, she was.
Okay, so it must have been a typo of the 1. She must have meant to put 11 or something.
I understood that to mean that she was 1.
I did too, but it must have been a typo because I'm feeling pretty clearly this girl was 11 or 12. All right, yeah, so we have your sister here. We're assuming that was a typo when you put the 1, because the scale I have here is like 11 or 12, somewhere in there. Love to be outside, love to play around. Sorry, I always have to have my booster seat when I'm going live, so it puts me up higher in my, oh, she was 1 year old. Yeah, no ma'am, the person I have here is like 11 or 12, and she died in a car accident. So let's see if we can figure out who this spirit belongs to. I appreciate you stepping up. I didn't feel like the energy matched, and I usually will. I can usually tell that. Like, I was like, oh, this is not a good fit. Okay. So the spirit I have stepping up here, she was 11 or 12, 13, somewhere in there. I'm feeling 11 or 12. A female. She died in a car accident, but I'm feeling more hit by the car than being in the car. She loved to be outside. She loved riding her bike. Very much a tomboy. When I tap into her, I'm feeling a J name, but I'm feeling more of like Jamie, Jessica, something like that. Jamie, Jessica. Okay, so does this fit anyone? Please step up and claim this spirit if she is yours. We have a little girl. She was a tomboy. She died. Now, I'm feeling she was more hit by a car. And she did have a J name, but was more like Jamie, Jessica, something like that. And this family still does things to commemorate her passing. She's been gone for a while, but her family still commemorates her passing. If it is your spirit, just please put in there, mine. Looks okay, but someone's saying Laura Moon 746, and you're saying yes. So Laura Moon, are you saying this person belongs to you? I see you saying yes. I appreciate that. So I'm assuming that okay, so what is it, a J name? I see someone saying on here their cousin was hit and around in 13. Oh, but not a J. Gotcha. You know, I'm feeling pretty sure this was a J name. Like Jamie, Jessica. Feeling a J. Like Jamie. Okay, so we're going to put her to the side. You know how it rolls. We have not yet Laura Moon. Okay, 746, Jessica. All right. All right, I think we must be with you, Laura Moon. Sounds like everything fits. Yeah, Jessica. Okay, she's saying there was a, I'm not sure who this person was to you, but she said, hi, Massachusetts. She's saying that there was a memorial done to commemorate her, and her family still mourns her like she just passed yesterday. I'm also feeling that the person who hit her, there was some erratic driving, but they were never convicted of it. And that has caused a bit of bitterness, which it would in my life too. I feel very, very bitter over that. Those spirits never come through with bitterness. They do not. I've read thousands and thousands of spirits. That is strictly an earth emotion. She's just letting me know that people on earth still kind of feel bitter about it. Hello. And she heard like her overwhelming thing. I'm sorry, that's funny. Okay, her overwhelming thing is she wants people to walk in joy. Like, remember her and walk forward in joy. Don't take bitterness. And I hear this theme coming a lot from spirits, that they do not want you using their death, using what happened to them as a reason to walk forward in bitterness. Yes, Wayfair. They want you to remember them and honor them by walking forward in joy. I hear that so very much. Very much walking forward in joy. So I don't know if you know her family, Laura Moon, but if you could convey that she is at peace. I hear very much, I'm at peace. She sees what they have done to commemorate her passing. She very much loves that she is still honored, but she wants them to walk forward in joy. Honor me in joy. That's what I'm hearing, is honor me in joy. All right. Thank you, Miss Laura Moon, for letting me proclaiming this spirit. We're going to circle back to Jess's sister. Okay, so Jess, has your sister been gone a little while? I'm seeing a car seat, but that she's in a car seat, but I'm not seeing like my grandbaby's car seats. It's like it takes a college degree to install these daggum car seats. Not really, but it feels like it to me.
Yes, ma'am, 1994.
Okay. Because this car seat feels very old school, like it just wasn't. If she'd been in, I don't know. No. I was about to say, if she'd been in today's car seats, she might would have been okay, but she corrected me. She would not have been okay, even in today's car seats. So she must have been pretty demolished by it. And so whenever you're on my lives and I say something,
To the day later I was born.
I'm not here to change anyone's belief system. So if I say something that doesn't fit with your belief system, just let it go. I'm not here to change your way of thinking. So how do I talk to spirits that are one? I get that a lot. So she presented little, and she was showing me this car seat that she was sitting in. She's showing me this older model car. She's showing me this older model car seat. But then when she goes to start communicating with me, she morphs into this bigger spirit, because your spirit is old. You may be in a 10, 20, 30, 50-year-old body, but your spirit, your soul is much older than that. And so when I'm communicating with her soul, and she shows me almost, it's very funny, she shows me, you know when you're doing a relay race, how when you switch, you can like hit the hand of the person and the other person takes off. She shows me with her exiting and hitting your hand as you come in. And she is very much saying, you did know me, you did know me. That's why you feel so connected to her, because you knew her in another lifetime. You knew her before you incarnated on this earth. Y'all, nope, she's saying your mom was newly pregnant. But, again, man, y'all are getting me into it tonight. I usually steer clear of these controversial subjects on my live, but here we go. So whenever someone is pregnant, their soul does not, so you have this fetus that you're pregnant with. The soul does not stay in that fetus all the time. It still goes back and forth to earth, to heaven, and sinks into that, fully into the fetus at about the last trimester. So she very much knew you before you came to this earth. She sends you butterflies, she's showing me. So just know that when you see butterflies, that is your sister. And she's telling me to think out, for you to think outside the box when it comes to these butterflies. So yes, butterflies are coming close to you, butterflies that are landing close to you, but also think about butterflies you see on books. Like you go into a store and right up front they have a book, a journal with a butterfly on it. I don't know why she made me say journal, but she did. So make sure that you are looking for these signs just outside the box. Don't think about them just flying near you. She is very happy that y'all still keep her memory alive in the family, though she's been gone a long time. Y'all still keep her memory alive and still talk about her, especially you. You still think about her. You still even talk to her. And she is saying, I can hear you. I can hear you. So just know, keep talking to her. Spirits can talk back. That's those voices you hear in your head, but just know that spirit voices will never tell you to hurt yourself or someone else. Spirit voices only come through in a love vibration. My disclaimer, but it's true. All right. Thank you, Justina, for letting me read your sister. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm feeling this person stepping up. I'm hearing the name Anthony, Tony. He has a full-on New York accent of some sort. It's what I think about when I hear when someone says, oh, they have a Bronx accent, but I've never been to the East Coast in New York, so there you go. A full-on New York accent. He, of course, feeling very Italian. How old were you when you died, dude? He died fairly young. I want to say in his 50s. Okay, so listen up. Do not claim him unless you've heard all the information, and then put in the comments, yes, he's mine, so it's clear. If you just say yes or something like that, it's kind of ambiguous, and we don't really know if he's yours. Okay, so listen up. Thank you, thank you. The wings are from Wayfair. I looked a long time for them. We have a gentleman, his name is Anthony, Tony, something like that. Full on New York. I'm hearing a strong New York accent. Italian. He died young, like in his 50s, not real young, but I'm in my 50s, so I consider that kind of young. If he is yours, please claim him. He comes from a pretty big family. He's saying he had a pretty physical job. He told me, do I read the Bible? I am not quite sure what that has to do with this read live, but yes, I have Bibles right here in my office. I read them frequently. Not quite sure what it has to do with this reading, but there we go.
You people are
Block that person. I'm sure they were, you know what? I'm sure when they were asking me if I was reading the Bible, they were coming through with a true love vibration, and they were just curious. They were just curious if I read the Bible, because I'm sure they walk in Jesus' love. Okay, I'm sorry. Has anyone claimed him yet? Could it be Frankie? We're Italian. No, very much. I'm very much hearing the name Tony or Anthony.
Altino?
Altino. I could go with Altino. I could absolutely go with
Portuguese,
Altino.
big family, early 50s.
Yep.
She's going gray.
That's the name, as she's going gray?
Yes, her name is Curly. I don't know if that's right. Portuguese, big family.
Yes. Okay, before I switch over to Tony here, I just want to, before people start getting blocked, I just want people to know that I've brought through thousands of spirits. Everyone's in heaven, and never once have I heard a spirit say that they were met at the gates of heaven and said that they could not get in because they were not judgmental enough. I just want the people on here who are portraying the Bible and who are talking, asking me if I'm reading the Bible and talking about Jesus Christ, consciousness, what he truly was. Jesus was a true unconditional love vibration, and the only people he ever judged was the Pharisees, which judged other people. So I think you should be careful of the tread that you're taking with his name and making sure that you're walking in the true love vibration. All right, let's get to Tony.
It's like Antino.
Antino, that's it, Antino.
Or
Something
I'm not sure
like
what
that.
the emphasis is, but
Antino. And, okay. And who was this to them?
she didn't say.
You know, honey, I am so glad you say I make you feel safe, because I am always completely offended when people try to take Jesus's teachings and change him to be something that he wasn't, which he was absolutely unconditional love. And if you're not walking in unconditional love, then you're not walking in his teachings. All right. And Tino is talking about, on the anniversary of his passing, there is still someone who goes and lights a candle and prays, and how much he so appreciates that he is still remembered to this day. And there is someone who is named after him. And when spirits talk about things being, like, they talk about things that happened after they passed, it's because his wife, isn't that sweet? But so, you know what? What's her name? She's going gray. I do love your name.
Curly.
Oh, you want to see? Yeah. No. Oh, I just had mine taken care of, so you can't really see them. Otherwise, right here in the temples. He very much is talking about that. You know, he's showing me these things that have happened since he's passed. His wife lighting the candles for him, someone being named after him. And when people talk about things that have happened after they've passed, it's just a sign that they're around you. They can still see these things going on.
She just said, thanks, I am going crazy.
It's all right. We all are. It's wisdom.
Me too.
It's wisdom. So this guy is so funny because I turned back to him and he's like, and I wish I could do that New York accent that he's talking to me in, because he's like, what you were saying, yeah, that's it. Like, this guy was not someone who really played around, and he was not someone who judged others. He was someone who had a big heart. Like, he was a man's man. He's let me know he was a man's man, but he also had a huge heart, and always there for his family, always there for his friends, loved his family. So if you do know his wife, please let her know he sees her lighting this candle. He still is around her.
He was in his mid-50s.
So young. That's why I say very young, because I'm 53, so mid-50s is right around the corner. I got things to do before I die. We're going to change this world. We're going to teach people about love, aren't we? Yeah, so if any of y'all ever sit in meditation, please remember to, when you're sitting in meditation and you're bringing through God's white light and you're covering yourself in this love, please send it out to the world. It makes a difference, and this world could use some love right now. We need as much love vibration as we can get.
Any messages from him?
Yes, that he sees that his wife is still lighting the candle for him, and how much he still loves that he is remembered, that he sees this person who was named after him and how much he is around them. And to someone close to him, I don't know if it's his wife, but it's a female, and they are just going through a really tough time, and he's talking about remember your name, remember where you come from, remember where you come from. You're strong. Someone close to him is faltering. It feels like the person he's talking about's name is Tanya. No, more like a Tina. So it's a T name who is alive, who is associated with him, who has just really been faltering, and he wants her to know that he's around her. It's like, step up. You're strong. Also, he's talking about, she's going gray. He's talking about you real quick. For one thing, he wants you to thank you for claiming him, and that your job is going to get better. Nina. No, it's a T name. That your job is going to get better, and that to keep your head up. Like, there's someone at your work who is kind of unkind. All right. Thank you, Miss She's Going Gray. Love your name. Who you got for me?
Holly M802 or Uncle Donnie.
Okay, Holly M802. We're trying to pull up your Uncle Donnie. So if you're here, please, you're welcome. She's going gray. You're welcome. Oh, I do want to remind everyone, Holly M, if you're 802, if you're on here, please listen up. I'm about to try to bring for Uncle Donnie. I do want to mention, as we were coming on, my husband found yet another account with my picture and my name, except it had like an 8 or something on it. And they already had 400 and something followers. That is not me. This is the only account I have, and I will never, ever, ever direct message you for a reading. You can only book on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. And then you're automatically sent a Zoom link. Please don't send anyone any money. Don't do it. Okay, Holly M. 802 wants her Uncle Donnie. Okay, so the person stepping up is... he's showing me, I feel like a little bit younger than what he died. He still has a full head of hair. It's brown. He's showing me he's presenting in jeans. And he always had like a toothpick or piece of grass or something sticking out of his mouth. Like he was like, he has something in his mouth, like a toothpick or something that he would be chewing on. He also is telling me that he's dressed up, and he is wearing jeans, a button-up shirt, and a belt. And something about this, he was very proud of his hair. He's telling me as he got older, he did start losing it, but the way he's presenting, which is younger than what he passed, he had a full head of hair, which he was very proud of. Also, at the same time he had this full head of hair, he had some facial hair. He is showing me in a bar. What do we say about this bar? He liked to frequent bars, but it wasn't necessarily about the drinking. It was about the socializing and the music and the hanging out and just the having a good time. So, Miss Holly M802, does this sound like your uncle? Has she stepped up here?
I haven't seen her name.
Okay, so if Holly doesn't step up and claim this guy soon, we're going to pick out who he belongs to.
She was like one of the first people on.
Miss Holly. Okay. Okay, we're going to see who this gentleman belongs to. Are y'all ready? Listen up. Okay, so I am still hearing a D name. Donald, Daniel, something like Donald, Daniel, something like that. This gentleman he has brown hair. He had facial hair at the same time he had the full head of hair. He is showing me as he got older, he started losing it, but he's presenting younger. He had a full head of hair, he had facial hair, and he liked going to bars. He liked the music. All right, I see some people saying Donald, David. Okay, so listen up and see if all of it fits you, and then we'll see if, I'm feeling like the name is more of a Donald, Daniel. It has 2 syllables, Donald, Daniel. Brown hair, facial hair. He is dressed up in jeans and a button-up shirt, and he has a belt, and the belt you can visibly see. It's not one of the minuscule ones. He is in a bar, but it's more about the music. He loved the music. He loved socializing. And as he got older, he put on a significant amount of weight. He started losing his hair, but he always still had this great love of music. And he also had a beautiful smile, always.
Jenny Dries. I only saw her for a second. And something, person, brown hair, loved to go to the bar. Didn't catch the name.
Okay, someone here is saying Daniel, my dad. Oh my God, Foxy Mustang. Who was the other person?
Jenny Dries.
Foxy and Jenny, I know. Someone was saying Foxy and Jenny.
My dad, Daniel, and he loved, I assume that's supposed to be bars.
Okay, and what's their name?
I'm sorry?
Who said that?
Jenny Dries.
Okay. I think we're here with Jenny. Okay. So what this gentleman is showing me, so listen up. Miss Jenny Dries he's showing me flowers. Have you recently been planting flowers? He's showing me someone that he's connected to who is still alive, planting flowers and kind of doing the spring cleanup. And, Foxy Mustang says she's been planting flowers. So, Jenny Dries, have you been Okay. So, she says, I want to. Jenny says she wants to, but she hasn't. So, Foxy Mustang says that she did plant flowers, so we are definitely with Foxy Mustang.
Jenny Dries, it might be Foxy, no flowers here.
Okay, very good. I thank y'all very much. So what just happened here, this is what happens when I'm doing big live events or something. This spirit was being claimed, and I was about to give him to the wrong person. He knew that, so he came forward with more information that was going to make him more definitive. And it's amazing that I had the name and how he looked and everything, and it still could have fit a couple of different people. And so I was like, I think we're with Jenny. And then all of a sudden I see someone planting flowers. And then Jenny's like, oh yeah, nope, not me. I haven't been planting flowers. And so Foxy stepped up and said she had been. And that's exactly how it works. You ladies did a great job. And so did the Spirit. The Spirit did a great job of defining who they belong to. Thank you, Dad. You did a good job. So this guy, when I said you did a good job, he's like, I know how this works. He's been around a time or two. Okay, Miss Foxy. So whenever a Spirit steps up and talks about things, for one thing, it was defining the fact that you've been planting those flowers. Also, there was a bug. There was a fly, some kind of fly was buzzing around you as you were planting. I see you just doing this, trying to get this bug away. That was absolutely your dad kind of bothering you with that bug. He just wanted you to know that he was around. He's like, I just wanted to know I was there. He showed me red flowers, and so I'm not sure if you were planting red flowers or if he just likes the red flowers, but he definitely wants you to plant some red flowers. He very much loves those.
Gee.
I know, right? These spirits
She said yes, I was.
These spirits are on it tonight with their information. I so appreciate them, and y'all are on it confirming. So I just want to say your dad is actually saying, Foxy, that it is so good for you to be outside and to ground. You are someone, your dad is saying, who vibrates at a very high vibration. When you vibrate at a high vibration, yes, you can hear spirit information, you can get downloads for them, but you can also feel kind of airy-fairy, lightheaded sometimes, so it's going to be very good for you to ground. Digging in the dirt is excellent for you. Also, do you have a little doggy? He's showing me someone on Earth who is still alive with a dog, and he completely messes with that dog. It's a dog who lays on its bed, and it kind of looks around like, what is this? What is this? That's him messing.
Oh my gosh, I did.
Yeah. Yes, good job.
She passed.
Oh, okay. All right. Your doggy is safe and sound. Look at my husband got me for Father. Isn't that cute? Do y'all remember my LeBeau? I don't know who has been around here for a long time, but my LeBeau was my Great Dane that I had for a while. You could actually hear her snoring, and she passed. Here's her paw print. And so my husband got me this cute little necklace, and if you look through it really close, you can see it's a picture of me and her in there. Anyway, it's kind of cute. I like it. Your dad. So, Miss Foxy, your dad is very sweet. He says, oh, how thoughtful. Like he is. So, he had a big heart. Your dad just had a big heart. He said he wasn't always able to show it because he had to be a man's man, which, yeah, I get that. I know a lot of men, and some of those poor guys are like that. And he was. He was also a fixer, he's showing me. He taught you some skills. He taught you some fixing skills, he's saying. So you could always rely on yourself. That was important to him. It was important to him for you to be able to rely on yourself and take care of yourself and to not have to depend on others. Very good. All right. Thank you, Miss Foxy. And thank you, Dad, for stepping up. Very much appreciate you. Okay. So it's my turn. So as y'all know, I usually go from the moderator giving me one to me. And so y'all know when I get, if you've ever been on one of my lives, when I get quiet and contemplative like that with a spirit stepping up, I'm like, what the hell are we seeing here? Pretty much what I'm saying right now. Okay, so here we go. I'm just not even sure about this spirit, so we're going to try to figure out what this guy is telling me. It's a gentleman. His name is like Gary Larry. It's an airy type. Gary Larry. So is someone on here saying yay? I don't know. This spirit right here is making me wonder about my sanity at the moment. So we have like a guy's name is like Gary Larry. He has not been found. He's showing me. And that's what I was not sure about, if I wanted to bring him up, because I'm not sure how comfortable I feel with that. Yes, I am certified in psychic forensics. I've taken class on it, but when you delve into these things, you need to be very careful. Okay. Gary Larry, he's showing me he has not been found. He is thought to be in a wooded area. So he would have been from a place that is wooded. He's not going to be in a like desert area. On my way to a 1,000K. Why are we talking about that? Okay, listen up. Okay, I appreciate someone on here is saying they're on their way to 1,000, but I don't really know why you're on my live saying that. It's not relevant. They're about to be blocked. Please stop. Okay, so this guy's name is Gary Larry. It could be Barry. It has an airy name to it. He died and he went missing. He's telling me he went missing in his 30s. Mid-30s, I'm feeling. And he is in a wooded area. He was known to run with a rough crowd.
Somebody said, I missed, Banshee Hillbilly has Gary murdered in West Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if they've not been found, if Gary's not been found.
Who was that?
Banshee,
Okay, well, we'll let it go. Okay, so this guy has not been found. So Banshee
Hillbilly.
Banshee Hillbilly.
Banshee.
Has your person not been found?
Gary.
Has Gary not been found? Because this guy's body has not been found. That is very, very clear. He has not been found.
I'm watching for now. Somebody help me out.
Be respectful. His wife killed him, Gary. He was found, but she was never convicted. Yeah, no, this guy has not been found. He's showing me his body is still missing. But it's very much that kind of area, like that that Virginia. Okay, we're about to let him go. I'm hearing an area. We'll go back over it.
I have an Uncle Jerry who died in something in a car crash near the woods. We could not find the body ever.
Okay.
My name is Sierra.
Sierra.
Simply Salazar Living.
Simply Salazar Living. How could you not? Okay. All right. So here we go.
And I think she said Barry. Did she say Barry?
Jerry.
Jerry.
Okay, very good. I think we're with here with Simply Salazar Living. Okay, so take this for what it's worth. This is where we get kind of iffy on these kinds of cases. This gentleman is very much name fits, description fits. Haven't found his body. There was foul play in this gentleman's passing. So I can take that it was a car accident, but it was not. It was not his fault per se. He had help with that car accident. This gentleman is making it known that he ran with a rough crowd and he'd gotten involved in some business that was kind of in over his head. Okay, so I don't know if you can take this or if you know what I'm talking about. What he's showing me is that you're traveling down a road and he's going over a bridge. And so when you're going over this bridge, which way are we going, dude? We're going east-west? Which way are we going? I'm seeing W for west. So we're traveling west on a road and we're going over a bridge. Yes, I'm seeing someone. Yeah, okay. So we're traveling west over this bridge, and as we're traveling west over the bridge, his body is to the right in the woods. This is very thick woods he's showing me, and he's under a lot of pine straw. So there would be a lot of pine. He is saying, though, that he is at peace. So he is, whenever spirits come forward and they give me signs to help them find their body, which this is not the first person who's done this, they don't really care for if their body is found for their sake. They only do it for the sake of those left behind.
So his car brakes we found to have been tampered with, and he definitely ran with a rough crowd.
Okay, thank you very much for confirming that. So I appreciate this. So this is much how, this is called a forensics reading when someone steps forward like this, and this is exactly how forensic cases start. Someone steps up, I tell them information that I'm getting from the spirit, and then they confirm what they know, which she absolutely has. She has confirmed that, yes, his brakes were tampered with. I said he had help with this accident, and I had said he ran with a rough crowd, which she confirmed. Now, what he's showing me, Simply Salazar, is that he was traveling west on this road. So as you're traveling west on this road, he want you to go over a bridge and past this bridge. How far past the bridge, dude? I'm hearing 1/3 of a mile. So 1/3 of a mile past this bridge to the right in the trees is where his body is. And it is beneath some straw. Now, would I go looking for that? I have been known to in the past. But I would not. It's much more difficult to find a body than what you think. Because you have to be so exact where you're trying to find it and how far down do you go. You know.
Especially if time's passed.
Yes, a lot of time has passed. I'm hearing from this guy. Again, I will tell y'all that he is at peace, and he does not really care if his body is found or not. When spirits come forward and give that information, it's for the peace of the people left behind. So, he is at peace. And I do thank him for giving me all those confirming information. He did a very good job. Thank you so much for claiming him. And so there's the information.
Thank you. My mind is literally blown. It's been 17 years since he passed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so don't go out in that. Don't go in the woods with a shovel. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Do not do it.
Years.
Don't do it. All right, thank you, Jude. I saw some people on here. I saw them talking about block them, that Christy would never direct message you. Absolutely. Thank you so much for putting that out there. Christy would never direct message anyone. Please do not, thank you, a friend of mine made those for me. Don't give away any information. Only on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. You go in there, a calendar opens up for you, and a Zoom link is automatically sent. Make sure you're paying attention to 1, the Zoom link, and 2, it asks you what which time zone you're in. Also, real quick, I want to mention I have 2 slots left in my advanced psychic medium class that starts June 1st. Please don't register for it unless you've had some past experience or some training, because this is the advanced class. We just finished the intro.
Is it possible to circle back to Jenny Dree's dad? I believe it was Daniel.
Jenny Dree's dad, Daniel.
And we ended up with Foxy Mustang, I think.
All right, Jenny Drees, is she still on here?
Oh, she was just there.
Okay, Miss Jenny Drees, my moderator asked me to circle back. I don't think I've ever heard those words come out of his mouth. So you must be pretty special.
And she is still here. She just said yes.
All right, so let's see what we can get here. Okay, so the gentleman stepping up he had a beautiful smile. That's what I'm getting. He had a beautiful smile, and he is very proud of his hair. He started losing it towards the end of his life. He gained quite a bit of weight, and he's making me feel like towards the end of his life he had circulation problems. Actually, he's making my legs kind of ache with this circulation problem. So please confirm or deny if this is... Aw, you're so beautiful, by the way. Can I say that? Yes, you can say that as much as you would like.
You should say that to as many people as you can.
Yes, and say it to as many people as you can. All right. So, Jenny Drees, please confirm or deny if that sounds like your dad. He is very proud of his hair. He had facial hair at the same time he had full hair, brown hair. Towards the end of his life, he gained weight. He did start losing some of his hair. But more...
He said he did have pains in his legs, but he never lost any hair.
Okay. Are you sure? Right here, he's showing me. Did your dad do that thing where he like pulled his hair back to cover up his, right here? You are taking the pains in his legs though, and he is very much making my legs hurt. And also, did he start wearing glasses towards the end of
He
his
did
life?
brush it back. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, he did brush him. Oh my.
So he made up.
Yeah. I love that. Oh my goodness. All right, Miss Jenny Dries. I think we do have your dad here. You've confirmed a lot of the information about the hair being brushed back, how he was dressed, and the leg pains, because he's really making my legs ache.
No glasses. He passed pretty young.
He did pass pretty young. Maybe these are, I assume they're prescription sunglasses he's wearing just because of the way they look. Did he wear sunshades a lot? I thought they were prescription sunshades, but maybe they're just shades. Your dad is so incredibly sweet because, as I said, I looked at him and I was trying to decide what I was seeing, because I'm seeing these shades on him and I thought they were prescription sunshades just because of the way they look.
He did wear sunglasses a lot.
And because I was out with a girlfriend of mine the other day who had these very cool like Oakley shades, and they were prescription. And that's what it looks like he's wearing it, minus the Oakley. He's not wearing Oakleys, just these shades that were shaped the same. And so I said, and I tapped back to him. I was like, I assumed he was wearing, those were prescription. He's like, honey, you shouldn't assume. And he's right. As a medium, that's the #1 rule. You don't assume, you give what you get. And he very much did pass young. And he's talking about, you still talk to him, especially in your car. And he wants you to know that he can hear you. And this is a good message for everyone out there listening. I want y'all to know that your spirits can hear you. Yes, it is. My husband sounds very supportive, usually. No, he is. Okay. So yes, it's great to go to a medium. It's great to have.
I talk to him a lot in my car.
Yeah. He's showing me that, and so spirits can hear you. And your dad just confirmed that. That I said he talks to you a lot in your car, and you said, yeah, I do. And you just talk to him like random conversations. That is so funny. It's like I see you going down the road, and you're. It's like, Dad, do you see this car? What are they doing? Dad, do you see that? Oh my goodness, Dad, can you believe we have to go to work and deal with these yahoos today? You're just having this whole conversation with your sweet dad on the way to work. How you can tell your dad is talking back to you is that he just gave me something else, but let me finish this sentence, Dad. He's interrupting me. Okay, so spirit voices just drop in, and once they drop in, if you listen to them and tap into the energetic vibration of that drop in, you can feel that it's not your energy, that it's someone else's energy. Also, you have something hanging from the rearview mirror on your car, and he has made it move. So will it move? Yes, but you have noticed this thing hanging from your rearview mirror moving when it really shouldn't be, and you just kind of blew it off. And that's his sign that he's around you and he hears you. And he's saying, if she would stop talking long enough, she could hear me. So just know that when you talk to spirits and you ask them questions, you do have to be quiet long enough to hear them until you've exercised the muscle enough to be able to talk and hear at the same time.
I have a headband on there the other day, and it flung off randomly.
Oh my goodness, I love that. So for those of you who have watched the comments go by, she says that she has a headband on her rearview mirror and it flew off randomly the other day. You must have been running your mouth at him and you weren't listening. He was like, here I am. You see me flinging this headband? So Miss Jenny, that was absolutely your daddy. That was absolutely him. Thank you for letting me circle back to him. I appreciate that. I don't know what he did to make my moderator circle back because he's never done that before. So my husband was feeling some sympathy for you. All right, my turn. Okay, so I just got the weirdest name drop in as I was turning to look at Spirit. Are y'all ready? I heard the name Shiloh. Is that even a person's name? I've only heard of people naming their horses that. Okay, so here we go. Strap it on, people. I have a young lady here. Oh, you're Shiloh.
Miss Norman, I'm Shiloh.
Miss Norman, I'm sorry. I've only heard of horses named Shiloh. I'm sorry, Miss
And I
Norman.
have absolutely heard ladies named Shiloh.
My moderator has heard ladies' names named Shiloh. Okay, so let's talk about this for a moment and see where we're going. I am hearing the name Shiloh. We have a young lady stepping up, and this young lady is I'm feeling that she has very beautiful skin. You know that beautiful skin that biracial people have, that just not too dark, not too white, just this beautiful, beautiful skin. She has very much black hair, and she has it poofy, but she's wearing a headband. This lady is drop dead gorgeous. Okay, so I'm hearing the name Shiloh. I'm seeing biracial, and I'm just seeing that very, very beautiful skin. And she has the kind of curly hair with a headband in. She's wearing colorful clothes. She feels like she's been in spirit for a minute. I know, it is the best of both worlds. She's absolutely gorgeous. The skin of hers, oh my goodness, just beautiful, beautiful. I want to say she's in her 20s, but if you said, oh, I knew someone that fit this description, they were 31, I would take it, because she just has this timeless beauty about her. But I want to say 20s. She died quickly. She did not have an illness.
Miss Norman says, I have an aunt and her daughter both passed that fits.
Okay, so I got you, Miss Norman is Shiloh. So you're saying that the spirits called out you, and then they fit. Very good.
That's different.
Kudos to the spirit. My husband is saying, oh, that's different.
She
my
said
goodness.
half Indian. Shiloh makes sense.
Shiloh makes sense. Half Indian. Very good. Very good. I just want to point out, my husband is saying, wow, oh, that's different. He just has not hung out in the office with me all day on a day I'm doing readings. This is not shocking to me at all. Okay, gotcha.
Black hair, dark skin, high cheekbones. Very Native American sounding.
Very much so. Just gorgeous. This girl is drop dead gorgeous. Okay.
Does this still fit? 20-something-year-old?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, Miss Shiloh. Miss Norman. Okay. Let's see what we got here, Miss Norman, what she's saying about. Okay, Miss Norman. Here we go. Have you been reading some very spiritual books? What she is bringing my attention to is this one up here. I just recently got it and I haven't read it, but it's by Shaman Durek. It's a book about spiritual healing. Have you been reading any books about spiritual healing? She is very much showing me that you're being called to I feel like you're being pulled on this journey. And when you're being pulled on a spiritual journey, you will feel kind of uncomfortable in your own skin. You will start feeling like you're kind of disconnected. You will feel like you're kind of lost until you find a footing and you continue on. And so she is very much showing me that you are being called to learn more about your spiritual journey. I would start, if I were you, Miss Norman, start looking into Reiki, if there's any shaman classes offered around you. Has she
I
confirmed?
haven't seen Ms. Norman post.
Yeah, she was on it
Maybe
for a
she's
while.
listening.
Am I scaring you, Miss Norman? Is that it? Okay. She's also showing me. Can you tell me if there's anything in my house?
I'm here.
Okay.
So she's listening.
Okay, you're listening. You're just not confirming or denying. Also, Miss Norman, there is a young adult around you. I'm not sure if it's your
She
child.
said I don't really read. I don't read.
Yeah. She's pulling me to that book, I think, because you are being called to. Have you been feeling uncomfortable, like you're being called to explore spirituality? You're being called to. And I was thinking of taking a
your
class.
classes.
Don't you love that when Spirit comes and markets for me? Oh my goodness, I just love that. Very good. I do have the advanced class coming up, which you do have to have some experience. And I wasn't sure if I was going to offer the intro class simultaneous with the advanced class, because I just wasn't sure how much need or want there was going to be for me to run the intro class again.
I'm not uncomfortable, just unsure.
Okay. If anyone is interested in the intro class, message me so I know how much need there is for it. So I think that that's what they were referring to, because I kept telling you that she's telling me about you taking a class. She's telling me about you taking a class. And you said, I'm thinking about taking your class. And so Spirit knows that I would never say, oh yeah, they're saying to take my class, because I think that's extremely unethical. So...
I think I'm up to 3 so far, just since you mentioned it.
Okay, so y'all look for the advertisement come out. I will offer, because the intro class is or the advanced class is being offered on Wednesdays.
There's another one.
I would have to offer the intro class on like a Tuesday. I just ran it, so it'd be really easy.
Your class is almost full.
Oh. If these people actually, my husband's like, your class is almost full, but people wanting to take and actually registering are two different things. So that tells me that she's leaning towards just, you have a gift in this area, Miss Norman, and you haven't stepped into it, which I know is scary. And the biggest thing I can say to people who don't want to take a class, but they think they have a gift, is to trust the information you're getting. You would not be on this live, you would not be hearing this information, and it would not be resonating with you if it wasn't true. Also, Miss Norman, there is someone around you, a young adult, who you're just very worried about. You are, they're making some choices that you aren't comfortable with, and you're kind of worried about them. And they are confirming that you have every right to be worried about them, but you have to brush it off. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't control them. And you do know that. You do understand that, and you're not the kind that controls, but you get pulled into that. Yeah. I mean, it's hard whenever you want someone to make the right choice. But they're just confirming from Spirit that yes, you do have a right to be confirmed. Yes, they are with you, and they are trying to energetically help from the spirit realm. And I've had a lot of people lately step forward, especially in my life coaching, that has had negative things happen to them. And they're like, I don't understand why this negative happened to me. I don't understand. The thing is there's a lot of free will. And if someone's free will is to act like an asshole or act ridiculous, they have the free will to do that. Is it right? No. But they still have the free will to do it. So they're just confirming from the other side that, is there a certain age you have to be to join the intro class? 18. You really need to be 18 to be able to join the class. Thank you. My girlfriend made them for me. Thank you. All right, so I brought this person up with a Shiloh. Who you got for me?
Just a couple of psychics I was able to write down.
A couple of psychics that he was able to write down. I only have one moderator, so don't overwhelm him with psychic, because they're not going to get answered probably, because he just doesn't have the time to do it all.
Holly wants to know what happens to our souls.
Oh, that's not psychic. That's straight up educational, and I love it.
Oh, You're
Okay.
right.
So what happens to our souls? You know, there's a couple of books. I'm going to tell you, but there's a couple of great books out there. You don't have to take my word for it. Who is that one I'm reading? Let me look it up on Audible. I just forgot his reading I'm listening to. Your Soul's Gift by Robert Schwartz. Y'all see that? Phenomenal. Also, what is the other one I was listening to the other day? Actually, I listened to it quite some time ago. This reason it's so far down my thing. Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. Here, let me pull it up so y'all can see it. This is Audible. Journey of Souls, Michael Newton. Those are two great books. Okay, so what happens to your souls when you die? I know everyone's going to be butthurt when I tell you this. Y'all ready to be butthurt? Here you go. We all go to heaven. We all do. I've never met a soul. I've never gone looking for a soul that I couldn't find in heaven, whether they had been terrible people or not. And this is why I joke, but it's not really a joke, why Jesus didn't give me that book. Because there are absolutely people I've gone looking for in heaven that were there, that had I been at Heaven's Gate with the book, I'd have been like, Jesus, you made a mistake. They're not supposed to be in here. No, you can't come. Jesus, there's a mistake on this list. That's the reason us humans do not have the book of who can enter and who can't. So we all go to the same place, and we are immediately met and helped to the other side by our guides and then our loved ones. So there you have it.
Okay, this one actually is psychic.
Okay, actual psychic now.
Courtney J. Miller.
Courtney J. Miller.
Is there a spirit in my house?
Yes, actually, there absolutely is a spirit in your house. Man, I got that loud and clear. Okay, so for those of you who want to know, someone asked, Courtney J. Miller wants to know if there is a spirit in our house, and I said yes. So how you get rid of spirits in your house? This power to clear a house comes from your soul power, comes from your soul. Do I use sage and things like that? I do, because I like the ritual of sage. And sage is good for like breaking up stuck energy, so it makes them easier to release. But the power comes from your soul. And sometimes I will use sage and go to all of my rooms, and I will just say, no spirits who are not of the highest vibration may be here. Or no spirits who are attached to me may be here. Because I want my spirits to be around. I want my spirits to be with me. And does it matter what type of sage? It doesn't. It really doesn't. I have all different kinds of sage, and I have sage mixed with lavender and other smells just because I like it. But the power to get rid of unwanted souls comes from your soul. So just know the spoken word. You may not be here. That's how you get rid of them. All right.
Janet Cole. I'm sorry. Janet Cole 5. Nephew Logan.
Okay, Janet Cole 5. Nephew Logan. So Janet Cole 5, if you're on here, please be ready to confirm or deny. If it's not your nephew, please don't feel bad saying nope, doesn't fit. I'm feeling a teenager stepping up. Was he able to drive? If he was able to drive, he hadn't been driving very long. He was, oh my goodness, a sweet boy. Is the devil trying to take me down? I want to address that later. Don't let me forget.
What?
Is the devil trying to take me down? I'm going to circle back to that question after I'm finished this reading, so don't go anywhere. I'm going to circle back. Okay, I'm feeling a teenage girl here who had not been driving very long. Sorry, I dropped my pen. And very, very sweet kid.
He was the sweetest.
He is showing me he liked sports. He wasn't particularly good at them, he's saying, but he did really like sports. And this kid had, and I know I just said it, but when you hear me repeat myself in a reading, it's because it is just so prevalent. The sweetest kid ever. And he's showing me...
Early 20s.
Okay, I can take that. He's showing me, there was a particular picture at his memorial or funeral. Was there a picture of him in like a baseball outfit or a baseball outfit uniform? not outfit, uniform. And he's showing me that the church was overflowing and there was people down the street to come and to his memorial and come and see him. He's showing me he's taking responsibility for his own passing, meaning that...
There were so many pictures.
Yeah. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
People down the street.
Yeah. Oh, he's taking responsibility for his own passing. And that does not mean that he's saying he took his own life, but his actions led up to his passing. I'm sorry, I was focused on a question that just came. I should not read the comments. Don't read the comments. They distract me. He's laughing and he said, squirrel much? Yes, squirrel much. Yes, dude. He is. Mr. Logan here just called me out on it.
He said his best friend killed him. She said his best friend.
Yes. So when he's talking about that his actions led up to his passing, and you said his best friend killed him, had they gotten in a fight? Had they were they doing something they weren't supposed to do? Had he gone somewhere with his best friends? This spirit has been claimed. This one is Logan for Janet Cole. I saw someone tell me to repeat everything, but this spirit is Logan for Janet Cole. This little boy, he's a grown man. I'm so sorry. He is not a little boy, though he's a little boy to me, because if you're in your 20s or 30s, you're little to me, but he wants me to call him a grown man, so that's what we're going to do. And he wants his parents to know.
So complicated.
Okay. I know, this is one of those things, I wish you were in front of me in a reading, because we'd get to the bottom of this. He wants his family to know that he's at peace. That he is with... It looks like a grandpa and I'm hearing a great grandma.
He was also little.
You know, you might want to say that quietly, because when I called him a little boy, he got on me. So you might want to say that quietly, Janet. He's a young man. Don't call him little. So he wants his family to know he's at peace and that he does not hold a grudge. And I never have spirits actually come forward with grudges. Do you have siblings? Because this has really affected siblings or people that were along his same energetic vibration, like his same age group. And he wants them to move. Someone's life is stuck because of what happened to him. And he is very much saying, please honor me by going on. Please honor me by walking in joy. Please honor me by accomplishing your goals. Because he didn't have an opportunity to accomplish his, he wants them to go on to accomplish theirs. Someone plays a song that reminds them of him.
His fiance.
Okay, I could take that. He wants them to go on and to accomplish their goals and not be stuck because of what happened to him. Someone plays a song over and over and over that reminds them of him, and he wants them to know that he hears it and he's around them. All right. Thank you so much for letting me read your nephew, Janet. Thank you for the lights. That was beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I want to circle back to this question about this, is the devil trying to take me out? Okay, I'm going to try to break this down very quickly, because this is something that can very much... Who said to repeat this? Was it the same? Okay, can you repeat it, please? No, this was for this was Logan. This was for Janet Cole. It was her Logan. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to break down a couple of different components of this. And I'm going to use myself for an example, something that happened just today. So where I live, I have been trying to keep a low profile because everyone thinks that psychic mediums are all light and bright. And yes, I really try to do that. But if you've been on TikTok for any length of time, you can see this. Not everyone, even psychic mediums, vibrate in that love vibration. I'm on the Zoom call with another medium today, and I had opened up because she asked me a question. She's like, Christy, can you tap into this? So I was like, all right. And all of a sudden, I got hit in the chest with this energy. I was like, what was that? And my friend's like, what was what? I said, I just got hit by some negative energy. Where the hell was that coming from? And she looked at me and we both said at the same time it was local. Which in my local area, I've been able to keep kind of a low profile for quite some time. But recently, it's just been, my business has exploded. Thank you. I feel so incredibly blessed by it. But now I'm on people's radar. I was having, and so I described and got the initials of the local person who I do not know who was sending it, but once we searched, we found who it was. And so you just have to protect. And I'm not saying it nonchalantly, because when you take my intro to mediumship class, I spend an entire class on protection and different ways to do it. Because people like to say there is no devil, there is no, which there's a devil, I don't know, but there is negative energy and it can be thrown your way. You want to make sure that you're keeping your aura nice and bright, your aura nice and round and healthy. So when the negative energy comes, it just slides right off. So if you think that you are having a negative energy around you, I want y'all to do a couple of things. You ready? First, if you can identify where it's coming from, cut it. Just envision that energy being cut. Then you always want to surround yourself with the bright light of God. I bring energy down and I bring it down through my chakra system and I surround myself with a bubble of white light of God. And then I ask for angel protection. So that is the quick answer to it. Yes, I believe there is negative energy. What do you do when you're married to negative energy? Well, you still protect. You protect and you try to, you cannot change who you're married to. You cannot change anyone. They have to change themselves. And all you can do is be an example. And you still protect. Does it make it harder when you're married to negative energy and it's constantly being slammed at you? Absolutely. And you will get exhausted and you will get cranky and you'll get tired from the constant protection. But there really is no other option. You just have to constantly protect and call in angels. Angel, angel, angel energy is the best for protection. All right, good luck, good luck, good luck. All right, my turn. Is it not my turn?
It's your show.
Do you have someone you want me to read?
You have one person that's been here for...
Okay, I have someone who's been here since I got on, and my moderator wants me to read them, though.
Marin Gellis? Marin Gellis?
Marin?
G-E-L-I-S.
Marin Gellis.
It's Juan, grandmother's brother. Now, I'm not sure if she's saying that she wants to connect or if this person is missing or...
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly.
So, Marin Gellis Juan, who would be your great uncle from the lineage my moderator just gave me. Okay, so we need great uncle Juan. Okay, so when I call great uncle Juan...
And she is here.
Hello, sweet lady. I appreciate you hanging out and waiting so patiently.
Mara?
And being so sweet. Okay, so... I'm feeling someone who was closely still tied to Mexico, still had kind of that very, in that culture, ran with a rough crowd. And if they did not... If they weren't technically in a gang, they definitely had gang vibrations and ran with a rough crowd. He is showing me he had the most brilliant white smile you could ever hope for. But he also had teeth problems. Like he's one of these people that had beautiful teeth, but they hurt. Like he had teeth problems. Then, I'm seeing a thin guy. Has she confirmed or denied?
I know he lived in the West Coast, so it's possible.
Okay. Was there violence associated with his passing? I'm feeling that there is not all that should be known about his passing. So there's weird things that happened, weird things that went on, and there was violence associated with it. He has she said anything about it?
Slow to respond.
All right, we'll just continue on then. He's talking about that.
I know nothing about him, but have been looking for him for months.
Do you know if he's dead? Because
$1 million question.
we have the spirit here, so I'm just going to read the spirit and we can take from it what you can. Okay, I'm seeing someone who died kind of a, they had kind of a vagabond lifestyle. Did they have a home? Yes, they did have a home. But those people that don't have a great home, and so then they're on the streets.
I don't know if he's dead. His sister's name is Anna, and she passed.
And they were on the streets a lot. And so, just that vagabond lifestyle, and I'm just feeling that he didn't take real good care of himself, and I'm feeling someone like pushing him, and towards the end of his life he just was not treated real well is what I'm seeing. He
moved a lot and did not contact his family, so we lost contact.
Okay, very good. That vagabond lifestyle, that's exactly what I'm feeling. And I would say that this fits the description of what you know about your great uncle. So I would say, if I wouldn't bet my life on it, but I would say he's passed, because the person that, what you do know, he has confirmed. I don't feel like he had a proper burial. I feel like when I'm seeing where he was buried, I'm seeing a number on it. More of like the number stakes that come when people have been just given a county burial or whatever they call that. I'm not even sure what they call that. So yes, I would say he's probably gone. He just didn't have good health, and yeah. All right, so I see a couple of people getting home frustrated and saying they give up, but I'm sorry, there's only so many people I read in a, yes, my husband is helping. There's only so many people I can read in a live, so if you want a one-on-one appointment, Christy Godwin, Psychic Medium. So someone asked earlier, and I really want to address this because I've been getting a lot of these about how do I control negative spirits when I'm opening up. Okay, so I want y'all to think about something. People think that if I explore spirit, if I open up, I'm going to attract negative spirits. No. Because if you open up properly, if you go to the right teachers, how mediums all the classes that have ever been taught, all the ones I teach, you are invoking the white light of God. So the more that you go towards the light, the less darkness can be around you. Because what is dark? Dark is the absence of light. You have to make sure you're headed towards this light. You are protecting yourself with the white light. These dark spirits are around you, whether you're opening up or not. So as you're opening up, you're just learning knowledge and how to, okay, someone said, Miss Amanda Hillstead, I meant in life, not you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, about I give up?
I think so.
Okay, Miss Amanda, right now, and I want everyone here on this live, you will not give up. That is not an option. Miss Amanda, and I want everyone to chime in with an amen. Giving up is not an option. I know life can absolutely freaking suck sometimes, and you feel like that you are alone, and you're walking with concrete on your feet, and you just cannot get ahead, and every time you make a right decision, then something else comes your way. Giving up is not an option, Amanda. You are very strong. Tap into that strength. Call in angel energy. I'm about to channel an angel for you right now. Are y'all ready? I don't think I've ever channeled an angel on live. Here we go. Miss Amanda, this is for you. I want y'all to listen up. Or Miss Amanda, I want you to listen up. Okay? Okay. I'm just asking which angel is stepping up. I'm hearing Haniel. Amanda, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. You are never given anything that you cannot handle. You are intuitive, and your guides are speaking to you. You tap into the knowledge they are sending to you, and you pull in their strength. They are with you. You were meant to be here. You have some people in your life that you need to set boundaries with and stop giving your energy away. You are not spinning your wheels. You need to be strong, and you need to set up boundaries. He's very much showing me, this is Haniel. Haniel is an archangel. He is showing me, he's making me want to pick up my journaling pad and start journaling. You need to journal those thoughts. You need to get them out. You need to be strong and set up boundaries. He is also saying that someone's relationship title does not give them the right to take advantage of you. That you need to distance yourself from those who are draining you and from those that are hurting you. Though that will hurt in the short term, in the long term, that is going to be for your greatest good. Again, I said this was Haniel. Angel energy comes in stronger and better if you call it in. So make sure that you are asking for Haniel to come in, asking for Haniel's protection, asking for Haniel's strength, and it will be given to you. You are being asked to open up to Spirit, which tells me that they have been trying to tap you with clear. He's showing me clear cognizance, so you are clear cognizance, which means clear knowing. Clear knowing is one of the hardest clairs to develop, because you just know information. He said you have been given all the wisdom you need. Now you need to follow it. Now you need to follow it. And that's why you're feeling the need to give up, because you're being pulled to follow information that you have been given, but it's he says you're being called to step out in what you call fear. He calls faith. All right. Okay, so I hope that you take that to heart. I don't think I've ever channeled an angel on a live. It's not something I typically do on lives because people want to talk to their past loved ones. So please listen to it. You are meant to be here. Do not give up. Giving up is not an option. It's not an option, sweetie. You're meant to be here. All right. I am going to call it quits for the night. I so appreciate y'all joining me. I appreciate y'all's time. I appreciate y'all spending this evening with me and this giving me some positive energy. Y'all are so just beautiful lights. Beautiful lights in this world. Don't forget it.
Public service.
Don't forget, if you're messaged, I will not be the one messaging you. People are taking my name almost per DM as it is on my site, and they're definitely stealing my picture. Do not send anyone any money. Please do not do that. I will not direct message anyone. You can only book on my site. Christy Godwin, Psychic Medium, and then you're sent a Venmo. Right now, I do have the advanced class up on my website. My advanced class, I have 2 slots left in it. It was just tonight that I thought about even re-offering the intro class. I wasn't going to do it for a little while. So know that, be looking for that. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, sign up for my mailing list. Those are ways that you can get instant notifications of what I'm doing. All right. Thank y'all so much. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed evening.